Welcome back, everybody. This is Overthinker. Last time, I started off this Minecraft survival world by recreating Stonehenge. Now, I'm looking to add a little bit more to this world by creating a kind of a society kind of feel, or civilization kind of feel. After all, right now, this is pretty much all that's here, just a stone circle. A very pretty stone circle, mind you, but still. The plan right now is going to be to create a whole kind of society full of villagers, mobs, economy, etc., etc. So right now, the first thing we need to do is to create a villager breeder. The first thing we're going to need to do is to get all the materials we're going to need to build this villager breeder. As you can see, I already have a plan written out in the Litematica mod, as I can select it. You can see here, there's quite a few materials we're going to need here. Let's get started on building this stuff. First things first, we're going to need to go assess our situation in order to create the resources that we need in order to actually build this thing. As you can see from this Litematica mod, I've actually already gotten a blueprint planned out for this new villager breeder. And one of the great things about this mod is that it gives you a list of everything that we need in order to build the thing. You can see we've got quite a list of items that we need to go through here. First of all, we need 935 stone bricks, or according to this, I would say 14, almost 15 stacks of stone brick, which I believe I already have in here. Yep, that looks about right. Next up on the list is polished deep slate. About just shy of 14 stacks of that. I think I'm good with that as well. Yeah, I think I'm alright with that. 100 days worth of mining for Stonehenge certainly gave me a head start on all the resources we need. One of the greater challenges I might be having is actually for this spruce wood here. We're going to need a total of a little more than 7 stacks of slabs of this stuff. I know for a fact that I don't have that right now. And as you can see, taking a look around, there are no spruce trees in this area. But thankfully I happen to know for a fact from this plan that any kind of wood will actually do. So we can take a look at to see what kinds of trees we have to go on here. We obviously have oak. I saw a little bit of birch in here. More swamp trees there. And out there in the distance looks like what might be a dark oak forest. That might be an actual thing we will go for later, since dark oak wood looks pretty similar to spruce. And the other thing we're going to need is 307 units of glass, or just about 5 stacks worth. And I believe we also need some glass panes. Yep, about 2 stacks of those, so I guess doing the math, maybe call it another stack or 2. So maybe 6 stacks worth of glass. And luckily I'm good for sand as well. So I should be good on most resources, except for the wood. Well, that was productive. Let's see if we've gathered enough wood to complete our little building project here. Spruce slabs. We need good call it 8 stacks of spruce slabs, which is 4 stacks of planks. Which actually should have been just 1 stack of straight logs, which we've got more than enough of. There we go. Okay, now that I have the materials that I need to build this thing, I need to figure out a good place to put it. The plan that I originally written out calls for a building that is 43 blocks long by 27 blocks wide by 16 blocks tall, which, just for reference, looks kind of like this. I also want to put it in a place that it will be nice and central for later builds, yet not so close to other things that will get in the way of things. So let's take a look around here and see what we can find. Okay, I'm just standing on top of my lookout signal tower right now, getting good lay of the land here. I originally thought of putting the center here, right where I'm staring at here, at the base of this hill. Unfortunately, if I put it there, it's going to block off that entire passageway off in this direction. Building right on top of the hill isn't much of an option either, because this villager center is going to have all kinds of rail lines going through it to have villagers going in and out of the place. So that'll make things a little complicated. I'm thinking maybe putting it off there, next to Stonehenge in the distance. I'll put the center of this new build a bit far away from where I am now, but I think it's going to be the best call to make for this build. Alright, looks like this would be a perfect place to put the villager breeder. Nice big wide open space with some nice features, and there's even a village nearby where I can get my first villagers from. All I need, of course, now is to clear out enough flat land and we can get this thing started. Whoa, okay. It's also a rather large... Hi there. It's also a rather large hole here. How deep does this go? Oh. Whoops. Yeah, he fell in there. Oh, we'll just have to keep an eye on this. I think we'll be okay. There. Safety first. Alright, I got this area cleared out now. So now the next step is to get started on building the villager breeder. Alright, just give me a few moments to get this thing built. Okay, I've set up the villager breeder now, fully built and ready to go. I took this design from a video from LogicalGeekBoy. I'll put a link to his video in the description if you want to take a look at how to actually build this. In the meantime, let me give you a quick rundown on how this thing works. The whole thing starts here in this area. This room is going to be a bit of farmland. There will be a couple of villagers in here, one of which will be a farmer, thanks to this composter. That farmer will farm some food for the 2 villagers, who will later breed and create children. Now, of course, those villagers are going to try to get to those beds over there. The adults won't be able to get through this trapdoor, but since villager children are only 1 block tall, they will be able to go underneath this trapdoor. Of course, when they try to get to the beds, they'll end up falling down into this little channel here. And being 1 block tall, they'll end up going right to the end here. I'm using this trapdoor to force myself to crouch to get in here. And they will remain here, standing only a block tall, until they grow up. When they do, they'll be 2 blocks tall. Their head would be in this water, where they'll automatically swim up, and then the water will naturally and gently push them into this corner here. once they're in that corner, I can use this dispenser filled with minecarts to dispense a minecart, which will pick up the villager from that corner, and of course I can extend this track to wherever I want that villager to go. That's basically how this whole design works then. Of course, it's a little bit ugly looking just having this weird contraption out here in the middle of a field. As you can see, I've already tried to add some beautification to the whole thing by adding some nice flooring, some supports, etc, etc. And as you can see, this whole thing is actually a footprint for a building that I'm planning to build around this whole thing, just to make it look a little bit nicer. So I'll get started on that now. And there we go. The villager breeder is now complete. Looks a lot better now, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe I might have gone a little crazy with all the lanterns and stuff, but I do like exterior lighting, and I think these lanterns are a bit better than just regular torches. But overall, it looks alright. Let's take a look inside. So inside, you can still see the villager breeder machine itself. It's all set up, ready to go. And now we've got 2 levels here. So if I go upstairs, this is obviously where all the farming is going to happen. And this rail line will be connected to that village over there. So I can bring in our first villagers, become my first workers. I even created a small living quarters for those 2 villagers right here. And then of course, once the new villagers are ready and all grown up here, there's another rail that will take them out there and off to other pursuits. I guess now it's time to move on to the next step, which is to go to the village and grab some villagers. Alright, finally built a rail line from my villager breeder all the way over there to this village over here. Now time for the easy part. Getting a couple of these villagers to volunteer for a new job. Let's see, what's the best way to get you in here? Hey. Oh, nope. Uh-oh. Whew. I can just get this card off of you without hurting you. There we go. Already open with his new profession and everything. Great, I can't use you. You already have a job. Okay, well, this is awkward. I only need this guy here. Nope, that definitely didn't work. Alright, there we go. Alright, excellent. From this point on, you 2 are now colleagues, working for me. Your job? Make new villagers. I guess at this point you just need to wait. Yep, everything should be all set and ready to go. In the meantime, I know exactly what we can do while we wait. As you can see, while I've been waiting for the villagers to start breeding, I took the time to just build a simple road around the villager breeder. Over time, as more buildings are added, this road network should expand. Alright, now let's see if the villagers inside have actually done anything yet. Let's take a look here. Here are our two villagers. So far, it doesn't seem like anything's happened yet. Maybe you two just need more food? And I'm sure this wheat's had plenty of time to grow by now, but maybe I can kickstart the process a bit just by getting them something. Hang on, just a second. Okay, I'm back. What's up, fellas? You need extra stuff to keep up with? Yes, accepted that. There we go. That took a while, but I'm guessing it worked. There you go, there's our baby villager, and just as planned, it tries to run over to these beds and falls right into the water stream. Down here, as you can see... Ooh, hold on a second here. Okay, I managed to fix the villager breeder. Just had to move just a few things in the water stream, but now the baby villager, when it falls through here, falls right here. Once that baby villager grows up, his head would stick into that water above him, and he'll swim up into this main chamber, where we'll be able to collect him with the minecart and send him wherever we want to send him. Okay, as you can see now, the first of our villagers has just grown up. Just as expected, he swam up into this main chamber, and the water has swept him into this corner, where that minecart dispenser can pick him up and send him wherever we need him to go. So, just to do that, I'm going to create a small little demonstration. Okay, there we go. I've established a temporary rail line from our dispenser all the way around the building and onward back towards the village in order to start replacing the villagers that I took and also the one I murdered while I was over there. Let's take a look at how this works. We can see there's our villager there. Our dispenser full of minecarts here. Push the button. Minecart grabs the villager and of course runs off with him all the way down there, back to the village. Take a quick little trip and follow him over there. And there we go. All that's left to do is simply to let him go. Yeah, there you go. Welcome to your new home. Well, that pretty much does it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I enjoyed making it. Thank you guys for watching, and see you again next time.